It's a dark, lonely night, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. We've taken pop sensation Girls Aloud away from their singing and dancing for one frightful night with ghost hunter extraordinaire Yvette Fielding.
I've got to pick up for 5. There's only 4 of you. Where's Nadine?
She's too scared. She's not coming. She's chickened out. Where's she go? Hello.
Nadine, what's going on? The girls are waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. What's the problem?
I am just so scared.
Scared of what?
Ghosts, spirits, dead things, anything.
I tell you what, Nadine, you're going to have to pay the ferryman one day. Come on, get in.
Tonight, Sarah, Kimberly, Nicola and Cheryl will put their beliefs and bravery to the ultimate test in 3 reputedly haunted locations. And the outcome is jaw-dropping. Will the girls ever be the same again? All of our girls had different views on the afterlife and paranormal activity before tonight. And as a result of our challenge, you will witness the amazing journey that each girl goes through.
What I am going to do, whether you want it to happen or not, is now I want to turn all the lights off.
Oh, God.
Before I've always been like, do they exist? Yeah, they do. No, they don't. Whatever. But now I'm more like, they actually do.
This is dead serious, right? Why do you have to be like this?
For the next 2 gripping hours, watch as we catch some unexplained phenomena on camera that leave the whole group utterly terrified.
Was that you?
Scary.
What's with the look on her face?
We're about to go to a few different haunted locations in Yvette to see if we can find any ghosts or spirits.
Yvette, where we're going?
What's walking to us?
She's ignoring us.
Do you know why she's not telling us? Because she knows that we're going to die when we find out where we're going.
It'll be something we've never ever done as a band, and it'll be something I can remember for the rest of my life.
I think this is getting beyond a joke.
I'm afraid, yeah.
I'm one of these big mouths that will probably go, yeah, let's do it, come on, that's great, yeah, well up for that. And I think I'm going to get there, and as it's been getting closer to when we're doing it, I think it's been getting a little bit more real.
And so to our first location, Plas Teig, an imposing Jacobean mansion set deep in the Welsh hills. This grand stately home has 400 years of history behind its walls. Many visitors have reported sightings of spirits and fled the grounds in fear. How will our girls fare tonight?
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Plas Teig. We've been expecting you.
Oh,
Come on.
thank you.
Hello, Bert. This is now where it all starts. You ready?
I think so.
Come on.
As Yvette starts tonight's proceedings, we brought in expert psychologist Professor Geoffrey Beattie to analyse the girls' behaviour and reactions. He'll be watching their every move outside through specially rigged monitors in the taxi.
to get a feel for this room. It was a courtroom. There's a very famous gentleman that actually was here. His name was Hanging Judge Jeffreys, and he was basically, he travelled the country sentencing men, women and children to death.
Children?
Children, and he did it here, in this room.
Why would you sentence a child to death?
In those days they did. Through there is where he hanged them. Do you want to go forward in there? Do you want to stand here?
No.
Why not?
I don't want to stand where they fell through.
Okay. You know what happened there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're all right. Feeling absolutely fine. So they basically would have had a beam somewhere here. Obviously it's not here now. And they would have tied it around their neck. They would have dropped the body through a hole in the floor, and they basically would have strangled to death. They didn't die instantly. It would have taken them a very long time for them to die. And the saying, pull the other one, actually comes from, they actually used to pull down on one of the legs to actually break the neck so that you would die a lot quicker. And that's where that saying, pull the other one, comes from. But the bodies would actually fall through this trapdoor that used to be here down at the bottom. The bodies were collected underneath in the room below, put in a cart and taken away. Sarah, do you want to come and stand here? Do you want to come and stand here? Come on, just stand here.
I just don't like it.
But explain why you don't like it.
I just don't feel like... I feel like I'm standing on someone's grave.
I'm going to call out because I could have sworn I just heard a knock, slight knocking. Please, can you knock if you can hear my voice? Please knock once for yes, twice for no. Are you female? Can you please knock out how many spirits there are here with us now, please?
Three.
Are we in any danger? Please knock once for yes, twice for no.
Two.
Was there two?
Was the two? Because I only heard one.
I heard
two.
one.
The first one was very faint.
You all right?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Okay. Do you want to come stand here?
Why? What's the relevance of one of us standing here?
Just in case you might feel something, because at the end of the day, this is where somebody died.
Now.
You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Please, can you tell us how many spirits are here in the house? Please knock and tell us how many spirits there are here in the house.
I got 9.
10. You did 2 plus 3.
Yeah,
No, I got those
2. Okay. All right.
Just ask how she gets fed up with people like feeding her.
Can you please tell us, are you tired of people walking around your house trying to talk to you? Once for yes, twice for no. No, she's not. Okay. Do you want to move on to the next room? You all right?
Yeah.
You okay?
I just think it's the realisation kicking in.
Yeah, okay.
Even though they think this is a kind of pretty relaxing period, their emotions are starting to leak out and they're trying to do something about it. Cheryl's just adjusting her jacket. Whatever's being said is clearly making them a little bit uncomfortable. Sarah's doing some wonderful, again, looks like her preening it, looks as if she's smoothing her hair. Nothing to do with vanity whatsoever. It's an attempt to self-comfort. Posture's really interesting. Nicola's got a very, very close bodily posture. Nicola's got this kind of hand-to-mouth movement which people use when they start to feel anxiety.
The first room has shown lots of activity. Yvette believes up to 10 spirits were apparently present. The ghosts of one of the late owners, Sir John Trevor, his wife Elizabeth, and a young girl who allegedly died in suspicious circumstances are just a few reported spirits said to haunt Plas Teig.
Lots of different people have felt lots of different things in this room. Apparently the story goes that there was a woman here, this used to be her room, she had a child, she had a miscarriage. She still haunts this particular room, and particularly through as well into that bathroom. Now again, rappings have been heard in here as well, and I'm hearing them now.
Yeah. When I came in here, I thought of a king.
Was that you?
I thought of a king.
You thought of a king?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. I wonder why.
I did hear that same night then.
Sometimes it's just a good thing just to stand in a room and just really listen out, because you have to get yourself accustomed to the sounds. Now, do any of you want to ask out, or do you want me to ask out? Do you want me to do it, yeah? Everybody keep your feet still. Is there anybody here? If there is a woman present here, touch me.
Or me.
Or Cheryl. Did you lose a child? Let's move into this room here.
So we've got an interesting position here, which is Cheryl on her own has got a reasonably open posture. Nicola, Sarah and Kimberly all in a row have got closed postures, all to different degrees, and interestingly Sarah's is the most closed of the three. It's interesting just seeing which of the pairs kind of go together here, who's comforting who, what the social support network is in the group. And Sarah very much grabbed Kimberly's arm, so, and you know, Kimberly very much was going into the house as the logical, rational one. She's the one Sarah wants to be next. Sarah was the one who was telling us all how brave she felt. Her body language perhaps is telling a slightly different story at this point.
Elizabeth, can you hear my voice? I'm calling out to the spirit of Elizabeth. Are you here?
Did you hear that?
Are you sure it wasn't an owl?
I heard that. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. But it might have been an owl.
Did you hear that?
I heard something slight. Does it sound like it's coming from in here?
You all right?
I'm sure I heard what you heard.
Yeah, it was a real, like a whine or something. It was very faint.
Like a moan.
That was absolutely fascinating there, because there was some wonderful social cueing. That's a kind of mirroring of movement, and it's incredible because even though they weren't looking at each other, they were kind of picking up these cues out of their own peripheral vision. They knew that Cheryl was doing some self-comforting, so each of them in turn did some. And you can see the kind of powerful bonds within the group, sending ripples throughout the group. So if they do that with respect to body language signals, you can imagine what's going to happen when they start seeing things in the house.
Let's go back in this room.
I feel like we're invading her space.
Do you?
Yeah, a little bit. I think if she's not...
But that's interesting that you're picking up on the fact that you think you're invading her space. What makes you think that? Is it a feeling, or...?
I just feel that if she doesn't want to communicate with us, it's because she might be pissed off that we're... She just doesn't want to talk to us.
She may well do, yeah. When we're walking around now, we're sort of like being introduced to different, you know, sort of characters, as it were. Don't forget how many, they said 10 spirits were here all together in the house. Come on, we'll go out. This is going to be very interesting when it's dark, this particular room, because of all the statues.
With the group picking up more activity as they move through the house, all the girls are becoming more apprehensive as Yvette continues the tour.
You all right? All right. We'll just call out for a little bit and see if we hear anything. Okay. Please, if there are any spirit people here, can you come and talk to us?
I heard that.
If there's anybody here, please can you knock twice if you're here? Can you do something else? Touch one of us gently, very gently.
No, don't keep saying that because I don't like it.
Have you got a feel for kind of, when we walk around now, what kind of things to ask for and what not? Yeah? You feel...
Not as well as you.
But you know, like, say, for example, I had a pain in my foot. I would feel like an absolute idiot saying, right now, I've got a pain in my foot.
I wouldn't necessarily associate that with paranormal activity. It's something where all of a sudden, for no reason, you start to feel sick or you want to cry.
Just because I had a pain in my stomach.
Where?
In here.
Now, in here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one of the phenomena that many women have felt. In fact, one of the makeup ladies today felt the pain in her stomach.
In this room?
And that could be associated with the woman that lost her baby. Let's go into the last room.
As soon as Cheryl leaves the twin room, the pain in her stomach goes. Is she being influenced by spirits as they enter the panelled room?
Okay. This room, to me, is my least favourite room. I don't like it in here. I don't like it at all. But I think that's probably got a lot to do with the dark panelling. It's all very dark in here, isn't it? Yeah, isn't it?
Very bachelor.
Yeah. Who's done a séance before?
Kind of did it like when I was a kid, just like really young, yeah, like trying anyway.
Are you happy to do a séance? Yeah? Do you want to see what happens? Okay. Well, I want us to... What's the matter?
Someone just touched me arm. I'm not even shitting you. It's not even funny.
Are spirits trying to make contact by touching Cheryl? We take a closer look at this occurrence after the break as all the girls are driven to breaking point at Plas Teig.
What I am going to do, whether you want it to happen or not, is now I want to turn all the lights off.
Can you tap on something for us, please?
Why do you have to be like this?
Before I've always been like, do they exist? But now I'm more like, they actually do.
Can you show yourself?
Was that you?